All right, welcome back to American Sunrise. I'm Dr. G. Thanks for joining us. Time now for today's health news, sponsored by the Wellness Company and Under the Microscope. Today, alcohol consumption levels hitting a 90-year low. This is according to a new Gallup poll. 54% of U.S. adults said they drink alcohol. The poll also found that more and more adults believe moderate drinking is actually bad for your health. This comes straight out of Maha, you guys. Before the COVID pandemic, drinking levels were trending up, but now they are trending down. And this is across all age ranges, but is especially prominent in Generation Z, Gen Z adults. These consumption habits were conducted, the survey was conducted July of this year. And it's very interesting. I actually gave a quote yesterday to the Washington Examiner on this, speaking as a mom, speaking as somebody who helps a little bit with communications with Maha. This is something that we are going to continue to see as we are discovering that even just a moderate amount of alcohol is not good for your health, contrary to what we were told in past years, where a little bit of wine was good for you, a little bit of alcohol now and then. I don't know if we thought it sterilized us. I don't know. But people are drinking not just less when they drink, but they're drinking less often. And another interesting point about this, it's not transferring to other substances. This is not about smoking more pot or some of the new nicotine that some of us are engaging in. I am wearing a nicotine patch every day now. I think a lot of people are, because we're learning that it's good for our health from the experts and from the science. But this is a new day and age where we might be happy based on our increased faith and things that are natural highs. That is actually part of this study. It's fascinating. New administration in Washington, D.C., a lot of positive changes when it comes to fixing our broken healthcare system. The reality, though, there's only so much the government can do if we really want to make America healthy. Again, it's going to start at home with each of us, and that's where the Wellness Company comes in. You see and hear from their doctors all the time on our network, and you know that their products are the gold standard when it comes to keeping you safe and healthy. The Wellness Company gives you the opportunity to be sure you're prepared for whatever comes with their series of prescription medical kits. These kits have an assortment of life-saving medications and guidebooks to tell you how to use the medicines in the kit. Additionally, the Wellness Company offers a variety of products from parasite cleanses to methylene blue to weight loss remedies and so much more. These can help you stay healthy and live a longer, more satisfying life. Make America Healthy Again starts at home. As we say every day on this show, do your part. Protect the health of yourself and your family. Go to twc.health/RAV. Give it an order. That's twc.health/RAV. Use the promo code RAV. That'll save you 10%. David Brody, I am neck deep in this Maha stuff every single day. The minute I leave this show, I am studying. I have books coming out on this. And I'm telling you, these trends are very encouraging, exciting. I mean, I'm not somebody that judging people who drink alcohol, but just the fact that we're drinking less. When we drink, we're drinking fewer, or having fewer drinks, and we're literally subsisting on natural high. This isn't a transfer to other substances. That's what's particularly exciting about this for me, and especially looking at my children's future.
Yeah, and it's about time too, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on, Gina, and talk about this Democrat congresswoman who is slamming ICE. No surprise there. She's accusing agents of using terror tactics. Of course she is. We're talking about Illinois Congresswoman Delia C. Ramirez. She posted this on X. ICE's terror tactics are not making us any safer. They enable ICE impersonators to harass, kidnap, and abuse women. ICE needs to be held accountable. The masks need to come off, and their terror must end. Together with the Dems Women Caucus and my Dem colleagues, we are demanding an end to their irresponsible and unlawful tactics that enable further violence in our communities. For more, let's bring in Republican strategist and a fellow at the Independent Women's Forum. That would be Nicole Kipralov. Nicole, good to see you back on the show. You know, these Democrats, they really love to bury themselves in a political grave. I mean, they're against law and order with ICE. They're sipping margaritas with alleged gang members in El Salvador. They're against cleaning up crime in D.C. So, and by the way, I get why they are immoral, but could they simply go to a political PR 101 class? Why don't we start there?
Right. This is horrible, even from a PR perspective. It's just not doing them any good. And it's really mind-boggling to me, David, because she must know, Representative Ramirez, she must know that she has it completely backwards. The real threat to women's safety isn't ICE, it's the criminals that ICE is removing from our communities. ICE is arresting human traffickers, rapists, sexual predators, gang members, just the worst of the worst, horrible people who do horrible things to women. And weakening ICE leaves women and children more vulnerable to abuse. That's just common sense. A great example of weakening ICE is sanctuary city policies, which are championed by Representative Ramirez and her party. And these policies actively shield violent criminals from ICE, which puts women at direct risks. There's a direct connection here. So the truth is, if Representative Ramirez actually cared about women's safety, she would support stronger immigration enforcement and not gut the agency that catches predators. Her rhetoric doesn't protect women. It actually protects criminals and hurts women. And by undermining ICE, she's undermining one of the most effective tools we have in combating sexual exploitation and trafficking of women and children. Yeah. And by the way, I just want to make a point about the ICE impersonators, because I believe the representative was commenting on that specifically. ICE impersonators are criminals. They should be punished to the fullest extent of the law. But using their crimes as an excuse to weaken ICE, which is what she's doing, only helps the real predators. And the bottom line is, David, women deserve better than that.
David, Brody, did she really say Dems, or were you just abbreviating that? I'm just curious, because we've always used that sort of as a derogatory term, meaning they're a little dim, right? Not the brightest lights in the drawer. Yeah, and I was just curious if she really used the word Dims. Because if she did, I think it sounds like that's their handle on Twitter, which I think is positively hilarious. Like, okay, at least they're admitting it. Nicole Kiprolov, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Coming up, New York Governor Kathy Hochul said if President Trump sent the National Guard to New York City, it's an insult to the NYPD. We have her comments right here next on American Sunrise.